Alright, good morning everybody. This is Tim, also known as Yoshi McCloud, here with some Lorcana gameplay. Alright, so here, this is from Greg's Games, our local. This is me versus my good friend Melissa. Right now we're resolving our mulligans. The matchup where I'm ended up playing, I am on Blurple on the right side, while Melissa is on the left playing green, amber, discard. So, what I'm actually going to try to do is during our weekly locals on Sundays, I'm going to do my best to record some gameplay for everybody so that we can actually get some fun matches up on here. Now, just to note, I do have a tendency to try to play random decks that are more unique, even though I do basically own every card in the game right now. Alright, so starting out, Melissa drops the Diablo. She got to see my hand. It went a little quick there, so I didn't get to see everything I revealed. I end up inking an Ursula, and I'm going down with a Broom first. So, my Blurple deck, I will say that it was missing a couple pieces. Only song in my hand was Friends on the Other Side, so she did get to rip that out with the Ursula. That's really unfortunate, but it's fine. So we quest with the Broom, and then I play a Tipo, use the ink and ramp, pop the Broom, draw a card. Right now the lore is 1-1, keeping it pretty close and even. I'm going to spend a lot of time trying to maintain control of this board. This is really unfortunate. She plays an Ariel, and this Ariel, unfortunately, she has bronchitis today, so old girl did not find any songs to sing. Questing up to 3 on Melissa's side. My side, we're basically just trying to figure out our best way to accelerate into our end game, as well as figure out the best way to control the board. Go for Mickey Mouse there, and then I also ink a card on top of it, putting me up to 5 ink on turn 4, inking a Madam Mim Snake. Tipo gets in there with a quest. Tipo as a card is really interesting because Tipo, he inks from your hand similar to a Fishbone Quill, but then sometimes in later stages of the game you can bounce him back with a Mim Snake or a Mim Fox and then just re-ink him. So Tipo really can get you 2 ink out of 1 card, which is really useful. Melissa quests for 2 and then also attacks my Tipo. Boom, I hit my Elsa. So I'll say this now, this is actually one of the biggest problems with the list I played today. I could not find all 4 of my Elsas, so I was only playing 2. I do think this deck needs all 4 Elsas, so it really sucked that I wasn't able to find them all. Prince John coming down, but he's not backed up by any discard, so as annoying as Prince John typically is, this one doesn't do much. Questing up to 7 on Melissa's side, starting to get into a pretty good spot. So, we play a rabbit, draw 1, sing friends on the other side with Mickey, drawing 2 more. That's honestly one of the best things Mickey's there for, where after he's already done his job, he just sings your friends to help us get more cards without burning ink. Ink and Madam Mim Fox. Elsa's going to take out the Diablo so that we don't get another Diablo later on. We're also going to play a library down there. So, I didn't have the ink to move anyone into it, but we do have the library. Double Muses on the board, so she can start singing songs. She can really start bouncing back all my cards. Although, I don't know how badly you want to bounce back these Mickeys and these Foxes. Well, Elsa's probably one of the best targets, because if you're questing with stuff, and all your stuff is ward, Elsa really doesn't do anything other than she digs people for 2. Elsa goes in there, she hits Prince John, she's got 4 damage on her. We're going to double hit into the Mickey Mouse. I'm just trying to get into the Mickey Mouse, into the Ursula with my Mickey and my Merlin. At this point, everybody hops in the bus, everybody's getting into the castle. My plan at this point is to kind of try to just take control of this board because I don't want Melissa running away with this game. However, I do play this Mickey Mouse, I get the ramp in, and I do believe I get hard punished here with a Under the Sea. All my board goes straight under the deck, and even though they were all in the castle, I got just a card from the Merlin, nothing from the castle. We are getting our lore from the castle every time. That's when you're seeing me tap with my finger. That's just kind of my visual cue to my opponent that I'm adding it in, so there's no confusion there. Playing Donald Duck. Donald Duck comes down, ramps me 1, and then he hops in the castle. I do like Donald Duck as a card. I think his body size is really good, as well as the fact that he ramps and quests for 2. He actually becomes a very dangerous threat. We do see Diablo coming down from Melissa. That Diablo could potentially be problematic, especially if Melissa is able to draw a few extra cards off of it. We get a Merlin Goat down, giving us a lore, which is super nice. At this point, I'm debating how I want to handle this, if I want to do Donald Duck into somebody. So I do Donald Duck into one of the muses, I bring a Madam Mim Snake down into the other muse. Boom, we bounce back our goat, getting 2 lore off that play. I don't believe I put the Madam Mim into the castle. I think I forgot to do it. I had intended to, but it was just in the moment, just playing quickly, I completely forgot. That I will say is 100% a misplay. Not that it matters, but you still probably want to at least play things out properly. And there are times where that could have mattered, so you always want to at least do the right play. Alright, we gain our 1 lore off the castle, which is good. Here I'm just really trying to think how to do this, because I have a lot of ink. I don't know exactly what's in my hand right now. And it's kind of a case that we're trying to plan out our best play, and we get Anna. Anna taps down the entire board. I believe Anna is a 1-of, but now that Anna's in his total board, we use Donald to trade off. We draw a card. We draw for the castle, but then Melissa also draws for Diablo, which is a bit unfortunate, but considering that I'm low on cards in hand, I do need to just kind of accept that. Melissa's lore is pretty high. All things considered, her deck has not been functioning well this game. So Melissa takes a moment to think, plays out an Ariel. We're going to go digging for a song again. However, Ariel is not having a good day. This girl still has bronchitis. She's not finding no songs. Alright, at this point, I think I'm very close to having full control of the board. Diablo coming in, singing Sudden Chill, making me discard a card. I'll take a moment to think about what I'm discarding. We end up discarding our Merlin Goat. I forget what the other card in our hand is. Drawing for turn. Counting up our ink. I believe I'm at 11 ink right now, which is really good. Elsa gets in, Anna gets in, questing for 2. Elsa comes down. We have Elsa lock down the Ariel and the Kita. So Ariel can't sing. Kita can't do anything. Alright, Melissa draws for turn. It's 13 to 11. Here's the problem here. This is a game where Melissa's deck wasn't functioning. With her deck not functioning, ooh, she throws back my library. I shuffle it in, I draw 2. I'm wondering if this is the correct play right here. I feel like it might have been better to throw back the Elsa, since Elsa is like this big tempo threat on the board. Like, I'm questing for 5. Throwing back Elsa instead of the library, I would have gained 3 lore this turn. It's Elsa initially was what I thought was coming down. We got Queen's Castle coming down. We got Big Ursula. Songs can't be sung anymore. At this point, this game's wrapped up. Don't think there's anything Melissa can do from here. I think the only play she has is Shift Kita. And then here's the thing. I was thinking she could Shift Kita into Sing Under the Sea, but even that doesn't get her there, because that's why I play the Ursula. The Ursula, I think I was talking about the Ursula as my insulation against that. Alright. Moving into the next game, mulligans have been resolved. Melissa's going to be on the play this game. I believe Melissa was on the play the first game too. It was a rough game for me. Alright, inking a Cricky, going down with Diablo. She gets to see in my hand again. Got a few uninkables, 2 friends on the other side. Got some good cards in there. Ink the Hideaway, since it's not good in this matchup, into playing a Trinabox Followers. And then, once again, just these early hands, just getting all the hand poke. But this time she has the Shift Diablo on 2, which is going to be rough, because that's going to be a lot of advantage that she's going to build from that. So now my issue here is I need to deal with this Shift Diablo, because this Shift Diablo is going to get her a lot of cards back in this matchup. And truthfully speaking, I don't want to deal with that. But the problem is, due to its evasive, my ways of dealing with it are kind of limited. So I either need to ramp into like something like a Hades, or hit my not Shift Elsa, the little Elsa, the 5-drop Elsa. And Mickey Mouse comes down, get the ink there. And then, as I told you guys earlier, I only have 2 little Elsas in his deck, not the full 5 like I would want to. I thought 5, wow. The full 4 like I would want to. Funnily enough, this is mostly because I just couldn't find my copies of them. What ended up happening was they got stuck in another one of my boxes, and I couldn't find my playset, which is stupid, but it happens. Muses comes down, we begin singing cards. She welcomes her own card away to draw 2, and then we actually ended up discussing like she technically wanted to wait to see what she drew to do it, but she's gonna draw. She's still gonna choose to bounce to Mickey. Mickey's gone. as you can see, this game is much worse for me. She's got very much full control over everything. I'm having trouble establishing any type of a border at this point. Sucks. Drop Mickey again. Ink again. I have 2 ink left over. Don't use it. Don't have anything significant to do at this point. Because Mickey Mouse comes back down. She plays another Ariel. This time Ariel does not find a song. I think the first Ariel found a song, but I was too busy talking about other stuff to notice. Alright, Kita comes down. So, in a deck like this, especially... Oh, wow, yeah, she played the Kita just to sing the You're Welcome, draw 2 cards, throw Mickey back into my hand again. So, I believe I have friends on the other side in the hand, and I'm trying to get Mickey on the board so I can sing it and try to develop my board. And she just rips it out of my hand with the bare necessities. This game has gone from bad to worse. Alright, boom. We end up getting Hades. We end up getting the Ink, the Diablo. So we're not hemorrhaging lore from that anymore. But this board state still isn't great. Our saving grace is she's not high on lore. But she drops a Prince John. She's gonna... You have forgotten me with Mufasa. I'm down to 3 cards, so this is a well-timed turn. Unfortunately, my Hades from the previous turn ramped her into this. Yeah, now I have to decide what 2 out of my 3 cards in hand I had to discard. It's pretty unfortunate. Ariel's gonna get in there. Gonna draw for turn. Luckily, there's no Diablo, so I can actually draw my cards in peace. But we're not in the best of spots. Ink could go, play Elsa, lock 2 things down. Both the Ariels are what I locked down, I believe, because both the Muses and Prince John have wards, so Elsa can't target them. At this point, I think my thought process here is, I don't know if I'm beating her on her hand. I don't know if I'm beating her on the board. I have to just try to race her best I can, thumbing down. Ariel finds a We Don't Talk About Bruno, which is absolutely wonderful. You know, card I want to see right now. Ink card. We will not talk about Bruno. Boom. Bounce my Elsa, discard her. At this point, the board is mostly safe, because I can only do but so much. I have Hades going to Prince John because he quests for 2, and also does the least damage to Hades. But my board state is really bad. Keeping cards in my hand against a discard deck is kind of rough, and T-Ball doesn't do anything, so I end up inking him. Okay, I'm not a fan of T-Ball. While T-Ball's a very good card in the early game, T-Ball sucks late game. She ends up dropping, I believe that's a Hidden Cove. Hidden Cove comes down, everyone hops in the bus, and then we play Diablo. Diablo's in the bus as well. All 5 of her characters are in the Hidden Cove. And in a moment, me and her end up having a discussion about Hidden Cove, because I didn't realize it increases both their attack and their willpower, which is insane. Yeah, she points it out to me, and I'm like, oh wow, that sucks. So I just have to hit the Hidden Cove at this point. This game's really snowballed out of my favor. There's 5 lore on board. I lose in 2 turns. I don't have a good, clean answer to the board state. And to make it worse, there's a Cricky. So Cricky just makes it so that anything can trade into my Hades at this point. Maybe she didn't want to lose anything. I believe Muses has 4 toughness, but I don't think that actually mattered because I end up losing. I scoop it up there. And we go to the next match. It's 1-1. I'm on the start, inking a hideaway. This is a little bit of a tough game here. Alright, Diablo again, every time. All Diablo, I got all the bounce packages, I got a Mickey Mouse. I don't have any early ramp until the Mickey, which kind of sucks. I do like having a Tipo. We get a broomstick down. That broomstick can luckily become a new card in a second. Alright, Ursula looks at my hand again, nothing new. I think I drew the other hideaway at this point. So we're gonna quest with our ink the other hideaway, play the Mickey Mouse, ink with the Mickey Mouse, pop the broom, draw the card, trying to get ourselves accelerated into something. We're at 4 ink while she's on 2, which is good. Although, as you saw from my hand, I had mostly bounce creatures, which isn't the best, but if I can ink something, I can ink something next turn, go snake, bounce, replay Mickey, ramp up to 6. It's not a perfect hand or a perfect situation. She also does have Diablo now. Hits me with a sudden chill, I discarded the Merlin Crab. I really didn't want to discard that crab, but it's kind of just like the best thing I had. Alright, boom, drawing 2. Not bad. Inking Donald Duck, playing Donald Duck. Ooh, even better. We hit 2 Donald Ducks, apparently. Now we have Donald Duck, which is a nice sized body. Donald Duck can help us probably establish some control of this board. Problem is, we're in like a very scary couple turns here because we need to get control very fast because this Diablo's going to outcard advantage us. Naveen coming in, singing Sudden Chill, discarding a card from us. I'm low on cards here, so I think I'm just getting rid of the rabbit because it's uninkable. Realistically, rabbit's a good card to have in the hand, but I think I was low on inkables. If you look at my hand, I think you can definitely see an Elsa in there right now. Mickey comes in. Mickey's gonna quest. So what's the game plan here? Ink a Fox, play 2, play Snake, bounce Donald, replay Donald, ink again. I think I have 2 cards left in hand. So as long as I don't get like double discarded, I think I have a plan here. 1 discard sucks, 2 discard I think is backbreaking. And there's a Lucifer. Remember when I said 1 discard was tough, but 2 was backbreaking? Yeah, our hand was another rabbit and an Elsa, but now our hand is nothing. The plan was to try to play the Elsa this next turn. Maybe playing the rabbits would have been correct because playing the rabbits would have kept cards in my hand. Lucifer coming down is pretty breaking. Hey, look, I'm out of cards and I drew Tipo again. God, Tipo is just a frustrating card for me to keep hitting. It really kills me. Ariel coming down off the top. Ariel taking a look. Getting Under the Sea. Under the Sea doesn't do much against my board because Under the Sea only hits the Mickey Mouse, but now I know it's there and it's there to be abandoned my existence. Hey, look, another Diablo. Lucifer and Diablo gonna quest in. It's gonna get her 3 more lore. This game's in a rough spot. I think Blurple's biggest issue, in my opinion, is it cannot deal with big boards once it's already lost control of them. It needs to maintain control of the board early while it's ramping into its like Mufasas and Elsas to end the game. I think what Blurple really needs is some type of big card that can help lock down boards, or a big card that can... Oh, I have a Brum, yeah. I had no cards in hand. I kind of just had to either hold it or play it out. The moment she saw 2 cards, she snapped off the Under the Sea. So it's like, it is what it is. She wouldn't have snapped it off for just the Mickey. Just me being out of cards and having two bodies on board that can be hit against the discard deck. So it's like, I really don't want to just leave my cards on board. Bam, quest with Donald, bounce Donald, replay Donald, ramp again. 8 to 13. She has 5 lore on board, so she can go to 18 this turn. Plays another Prince John. Boom, goes up to 18. At this point, I do believe this game is over. And I recognize this. I think I look at my next draw, see if there's anything I could do, and then boom, fist bump. That's game. Discard wins. Most unfortunate. But now, let's take a moment and look at the deck list. This is the deck list I was running. I had 2 Genies, which we never saw. Genie was my only real way of like locking down my opponent's board. 2 Mufasa at the top end. We didn't end up seeing them. I do think this deck is potentially good. You do need the 4 Baby Elsas, though. I think the 4 Baby Elsas are very important. But I digress. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was fun to make, and honestly, it's fun recording all these games. So I hope you guys have a good day. Please do me a favor, comment, like, and subscribe if you want me to put out more Lorcana content. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.